When Cyberpunk 2077 first launched, it was a technical disaster, especially on last-gen consoles. Fast forward a few years and CD Projekt Red has done more than clean up the mess. They've delivered a fully loaded Ultimate Edition that not only redeems the game's reputation, but redefines what's possible on handheld hardware. And somehow, against all odds, the Nintendo Switch 2 version might just be the most playable and enjoyable console version yet. CD Projekt Red has pulled off something few would have expected, not only getting Cyberpunk 2077 to run on the Nintendo Switch 2, but to actually play better on it than on other consoles. Thanks in large part to the inclusion of motion aiming and mouse support. For players who prefer precision and fluidity over clunky thumbstick corrections, this is a must-have. Motion aiming in particular feels natural and responsive, a massive upgrade for anyone who values control over their crosshairs. It bridges the gap between console and PC playstyles, and once you've tried it, going back to standard analog aiming feels archaic. Combined with the intuitive mouse control support, this version offers the most precise gunplay in any console port, full stop. In a world as fast-paced and chaotic as Night City, the added responsiveness makes a huge difference. It's not just a gimmick, it's a genuine gameplay enhancement that redefines the console experience. By now, the tale of V, a merc navigating the deadly neon-soaked streets of Night City, is familiar to most, but Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition finally feels like the complete narrative experience. The inclusion of the Phantom Liberty DLC from the start gives players access to the game's acclaimed expansion right out of the gate. The branching story, character-driven quests, and moral ambiguity are still here in full force, but with Phantom Liberty baked in, the stakes feel even higher, and the storytelling more nuanced. New characters, a spy thriller arc, and tough moral decisions add depth to an already layered experience. While the core narrative remains unchanged, the sheer volume and quality of content bundled into the Ultimate Edition makes this feel definitive, and for newcomers, there's never been a better time to jump in.
See exactly what I mean.
The soundtrack of Cyberpunk 2077 is far more than ambient background noise. It's a living, breathing character of Night City. The game features multiple in-world radio stations, each packed with licensed tracks from real-world artists. These stations create a cultural tapestry that mirrors the city's eclectic diversity, offering everything from gritty rap and industrial techno to experimental electronica. That said, Samurai, the iconic punk band fronted by Johnny Silverhand, is much more my style. Songs like Chipping In and Never Fade Away deliver the kind of aggressive, anthemic energy I connect with. While I could find the occasional metal tracks scattered across the radio stations, there wasn't quite enough to keep me locked in. More often than not, I simply let the city's ambient sounds take over instead. In a way, this added to the immersion, letting Night City breathe while I carved my own path through it. Let's be clear, Cyberpunk is a visual monster. A game designed to push modern hardware to its limits, so the fact that it looks this good on the Nintendo Switch 2 is nothing short of technical wizardry. Thanks in part to Nvidia's DLSS upscaling, Night City remains a vibrant, detailed playground of light and decay on a system that uses a fraction of the power of a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X. Textures are more often than not crisp, lighting is moody and atmospheric, and characters' models retain surprising detail. While resolution is capped and the system works hard to keep the illusion stable, it mostly pulls it off. The trade-off comes in performance. Quality mode targets 30 FPS and does have occasional dips, while performance mode offers a smoother 40 frames per second, made to look even more fluid thanks to the Switch 2's 120Hz output. It's not flawless, but it's absolutely impressive given the hardware, and for many players, the visual sacrifice is more than worth the portability and enhanced controls. From the very beginning, Cyberpunk encourages you to shape your own story, and the Ultimate Edition gives you more tools than ever to do so. With 3 distinct life paths, Nomad, Street Kid and Corpo, each offering unique prologues, dialogue options and quest lines, there's real incentive to play through the game multiple times. Add in the branching story decisions, numerous side missions, romances and now the Phantom Liberty content, and you're looking at a narrative sandbox with tremendous replay value. Each one feels meaningfully different, and the role-playing flexibility ensures your version of V is always your own. Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition on the Nintendo Switch 2 is nothing short of a triumph. Through smart compromises, innovative control options, and cutting-edge technology like DLSS, CD Projekt Red has delivered a version of their flagship RPG that not only runs well, but in some ways plays better than its beefier console cousins. The addition of motion aiming alone makes this the most responsive version of the game on consoles, and well paired with the complete narrative content, it is a very compelling package. Sure, performance still has its limits, but considering how far the game has come since its rocky launch, this port is something of a redemption arc in itself. I give Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition on the Nintendo Switch 2 a 9 out of 10. Thank you very much for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye now.